Welcome to part 9 of Tales of the Abyss.
What are we doing in this part?
Well, we're gonna be exploring this town a little bit. As soon as we try to leave, though,
Plot happens. A lot of plot happens. Yeah, like for some reason the game won't let you leave until you actually sleep at the end.
Well, Ion's getting sick again.
Stick my foot.
Well, not really sick, just tired because
It's like, walk it off.
Shut up, guy.
He's equally rude and demanding to both servants and those around him. Or above him.
God damn it, guy.
Which is why we're going on the union strike.
Basically.
You'd think they'd have done it by now.
Oh, wait, I was thinking of the last part. Last part, when we tried to leave, was when the God Generals showed up. That was plot.
Yeah. You lied to me. This is not plot.
No, but there is something that, you're probably going to be annoyed with. Because you might not have picked it up, but you'll see later on in this part. Here's the plot I was talking about.
Yeah. Just Sephiroth. Oh, duh.
Not that Sephiroth, thank God.
It's like they go.
First he invades Kingdom Hearts, then he goes into Namco games. When will it end?
It's like Tyr walks. It's like Tyr walks out the douchebag, just slaps him a few times. Not that Sephiroth.
Or Sephiroth shows up, confuses Tyr with Aeris. He's like, no!
Like, no, back up, go away. No, like
Pretty
Sephiroth.
sure Tyr
No, it's
wouldn't
like
let someone
Sephiroth.
sneak up.
It's like Sephiroth tries to attempt this, and Tyr just smacks him across the head.
No, if Sephiroth tries to stab her from behind, Jade would be like, oh no.
No, Jade would drop kick him before he even gets a chance to do it.
That's the point.
I don't mean like get to jump on him either. No, a little drop kick.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, the Sephiroth. We'll get into what those are much later, but they are going to be important to the plot. For now, though, they're just mentioning it. There's not much going on with it.
Nothing at all.
No, I'm not. It'd just be a pain if this old man.
I do like the phone slot seal as a plot point to why Jade is weaker now, instead of pulling like a Metroid Prime, going, "Oh, I got smacked by a shockwave and now I lost everything."
I ran to a wall. Everything fell down a drain.
Everything malfunctioned because there's apparently a button on the back of my armor that turns everything off if I hit it hard enough.
No, you lost the batteries.
Damn it!
Who knew the power suit ran on two AA batteries?
Even after a partial drop, I don't imagine I'll have any trouble.
Anyways, that's another kind of. It's not really a subplot. It's more just like the game just keeps going like, hey, you remember Jade used to kick ass and now he doesn't? Gotta work on making him kick ass again.
We're gonna rub that in your face.
Well then,
Like,
let's leave Ion and then
yeah, remember Jade lost 35 levels.
Get some sleep.
We get it, game. He lost 35 levels. We're fine.
It's a shining laser all over again.
Not really.
Nah.
That exhaustion has to be more than just a
That's just Clement getting mad because he had to redo it.
Nah.
Ion be the same as Luke.
And to
Hey,
not to go on
look,
too
it's
much of a-
hinting stuff.
Yes, it is hinting stuff. And not to go on too much of a tangent, but but to Legend 2's credit, that at least explains why you lose all your crap.
I lost all my stuff because I was on the mood for too long.
No, it's like Roll was out of money, so she sold all of your sub-weapons.
Now I got much of a choice.
That's my point. So like, that's why I said to the game's credit, it's at least a good excuse as to why you lost all your armor and weapons and stuff.
I thought we were rich in the first game. Nope.
We were nowhere near rich in the first game. And yay, we get to talk about how we are our ragtag group of superheroes, like in every Tales game. Except we have one person that's complete dead weight. Looks at Ion, because he literally does nothing to help us fight.
Ion, did you use up all the supplies again? No.
Anyway, before you leave, make sure you stay at the inn a second time, because you get an extra scene,
I actually missed
which
this
is
scene.
actually useful because you're gonna learn a new art for Luke.
I actually missed this one.
Yeah, it's not something that they hint at, honestly, and I don't blame you for missing it. I missed it the first time I played the game too, so.
I bet you if I rested there again, it'll actually work again. It'll actually work.
You might be able to go back and.
Yeah, because I'm not that far away from it.
No, I don't know
Right.
when the cutoff point is, so you might be able to go back and do this.
Oh, wait.
If not, you're not really missing too much.
Oh,
You learn a new art, which I think is I think it's Sonic Thrust.
Oh, you just learned that sooner. Okay. There's a new move.
It's kind of it's a lot like the Lloyd and Kratos training stuff from Symphonia.
Except Guy is not a douchebag.
No, and there's no affinity points, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonic Thrust.
Oh, so well, that was completely pointless because I learned that normally.
Yeah, you can learn it normally, or you can just learn it for free. So.
Why must we do things the lazy way? We're gonna work for that crap.
There's a couple of other points in this game where you can get training from Guy, and I think there are certain. I think one of them is a specific art that only he teaches you, so
Don't.
it's worth doing those subquests.
Don't.
I like Sonic Thrust. It's one of my, and conveniently, it automatically goes to the forward B, so or forward square if you're playing the PS2 version.
In the 3DS version, it went. It just goes to the first empty slot in your attack roster.
Yeah, which for me happened to be the forward art. So
For me, it was a down special. Yeah. Guess how well that went.
yeah, never put Sonic Thrust on a down special.
No,
it's not worth it.
The game automatically did that without me realizing it.
That's why I make it a point to whenever I learn a new art, I check and see where it goes to first.
Yeah, that was dumb.
It's not really your fault. You just kind of assumed where it goes. So, so we have to go find Annis in Kite Sewer.
When you
We've been talking about that for the last part and a half,
Like,
so
when
she's probably pissed off at us for taking so long.
How about you? Hey, Luke. Hey, douchebag. If you're so impatient, why don't you just go yourself?
No, he kind of wants to go back to Batical because
We've been over
He wants
that.
to go
We've been
back
over
home.
this. We've been over this. You little shit.
like, Luke, you do realize we're on the exact opposite side of the world, right? It's like,
It-
yeah, I know. That's why I want to go across the sea and go back to the other side of the world. I want to go home, damn it.
Go home, go to bed, and act like this is just one giant bad hangover.
Nah, actually, he's legit concerned for Annis, so yay. And Guy has no idea what we're talking about.
Why am I here?
No, he's more just like, you keep talking about this Annis girl like I'm supposed to know who she is.
No, it's
Who the hell are you talking about?
every time I see that, I keep thinking guys like, why am I here?
I'm sure Guy doesn't mind being here. Stupid boar, get away from me. I don't feel like eating you today.
But he wants to show you he wants to show you the lessons about Akuta Matata.
Never. That's why I cut the battle out.
Don't. They can use a seventh phone on, huh? Yeah.
Yep. More backstory for Tyr.
No, there's not many of those these days, are there? Yeah, kind of like Jigglypuff.
You're gonna keep comparing her to that, aren't you?
Yes,
Why?
because they have the same concept.
You know, Tyr only has one move that puts people to sleep, right?
Yeah. Nah. Not to mention, I guess she does have a good voice. Shame about the
Shame about the personality, though.
bonk. It's kind of like having pin needles stabbed through your head. We can't just hop down. Why can't we just hop?
I know. I wish you could. Like, Symphonia
Even
introduces the freaking mechanic of having an action button, and that's only useful for like one part of the entire game, and then nothing else. And the series never brings that back.
No.
Why not? Why not just put that in there?
Because padding.
It's not that hard to program the X button to do other things other than just talk to things.
Blarg.
I mean, it's not a huge deal, but it's annoying to be like, I can't just jump down this, I have to walk around the long way. Oh yeah, there's a stupid little skit there. I think I go back to...
Nope, too late.
I tried to go back and get it, and it doesn't respawn right away, and I was like, ah, screw it.
Basically, they talk about that the bridge is gone, so you don't even bother going through. They talk
Yeah,
they
like,
talk
the
about
bridge is
why
down,
the
so we
bridge.
gotta walk around the long way, deal with it.
They give the long explanation for why the bridge is gone, even though the game already told you why the bridge is gone.
Yeah. Well, there's no explanation to it.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's no reason to explain it. We already know about that like 4 parts ago. It exploded.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why we took the long way to get to St. Bina.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, that's something new. That's something new the game does. If you enter into a new area you're not supposed to be in yet, it'll kick you out immediately.
Yeah. I think all Tales games do that.
I don't think Symphonia does that.
Yeah. Anyway, I jump cut because it takes a while to get back.
Symphonia doesn't do that. It just tells you where you're at, but you can't do anything in there.
Yeah. And right there, those are search points. You're gonna find a lot of those on the world map. If you want to do subquests, and if you want to do side quests, those are gonna be very important. And whenever you find them, they're gonna be permanently marked on your map. So you can always go back to them because they'll respawn.
How great it is to get free stuff.
And here's where we need to go.
Oh yeah.
This is the Fubris River. And I don't blame you if you take a while to find that. The first time I played this game, it took me like 20 minutes to figure out where the hell this was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because all they do is give you a vague direction of where to go. They don't really tell you exactly where it is.
Who came up with the name of this river?
Alaskan territory is just ahead. Once we cross here,
Namco.
Hey, what's that? I couldn't hear
There's
you.
a city called Kaitsu
Namco.
after crossing
Oh.
the Fubris River.
This was before they started going... This was before they almost went bankrupt and got saved by Bandai.
Man, I can't wait to get back. I'm sick of all this stuff.
Hang in there, Master. Cheer up.
Do you ever shut up? I
No.
thought I told you not to talk.
Just burn.
Ow.
Just burn it. Just
Luke,
go
don't
and
take things
just
out
burn
on
them.
you. I'm sorry I dragged you.
Seriously,
into this,
just
Luke.
burn them. Seriously, what?
No, Mew's
Seriously,
too nice for that.
seriously, while he's not paying
Well, it
attention,
sounds
set his
like
clothes on
Luke's
fire. That'll
going.
teach him.
Shall we be going?
And there's Jade being awesome again.
That's what you're freaking
Hey,
doing.
stop ignoring me.
Yeah. I mean, Luke, you were doing so well. Don't revert back to your asshole self now.
I noticed that most games like to go back and forth on that thing.
Yeah, it kind of does that.
Hey, look, apple gel.
Completely pointless, but why not? You never know when you might need it. More birds. Ow.
No, no, it's it. No,
Stop
items are
doing
always
that.
a treasure. Items are always a treasure. And items are always a treasure in my book.
Seriously. There we go.
Even if you have more than one other thing, it's always a treasure.
I'm telling you, birds are the most annoying enemies to fight in this game. Especially the small birds.
Lies.
Luke, wait just a moment.
And we're going to get introduced to a new battle mechanic, which you're going to want to learn to use, because it makes things
I've been watching
go
you fight.
so much better in
You
battles.
don't have a firm grasp on proper phonon use.
I never use this.
You don't have to, but it's very helpful.
I don't need to worry about that.
It's very from what I can understand, it's
Did
very
your master
situational.
teach you nothing but brute
It is.
force?
It's basically this. The best way to explain it, because they're gonna explain it
Don't make
anyway.
fun of Master
Let's
Chief.
let Jade
Teach me
explain
that
it.
stuff because I
Yeah.
don't need it.
But the
Case, you don't
the best
know
way
how
to
use phonon
describe it is it's a lot like the combo
Yes, I'd
attacks
like
from
you to learn so
Symphonia.
you can fight more efficiently.
I think it'd be better. I think it'd be better if we just let Jade explain.
Yeah.
It.
I'm just saying, like, they're gonna look like the combo attacks from
If you want to
Symphonia.
survive, you should
So.
listen to
You
what
mean the
he has to
unison,
say.
right?
Unison attacks, there we go.
Yeah, professional killer.
Oh, like you're one that talk.
And conveniently
Nah.
enough, there's a
Well-
monster. I'll teach you during
No,
the
see,
real
Jade doesn't care. He's like, yeah, that is what I am, so
has
deal with
already
it.
introduced my abilities. I don't want any further dead weight.
I know how to kill things, you don't, so I'm gonna
Damn.
teach you how to kill things. And yes, I'm going to show the explanation of Field of Phonons because it's faster for the game to explain it than for me to explain it.
Yeah. I think that's part of his voice too.
It is.
Each phonon has one of 6 elemental attributes. But you already knew that, didn't you?
you're kind of a pansy.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and shadow. Ha! I told you I knew them.
And that's the closest we're gonna get to referencing summon spirits in this game.
Some monsters
Eh.
are weak against certain.
Yeah, I think this is the point where they started focusing less and less on summons.
Now, moving on to
Yeah.
fields of phonons.
I mean, I'll get into they do have like they do have weapons that are named after summon spirits that you get from the casino in this game, but they're completely optional weapons.
Yeah, and I don't think they're that good anyway. I don't think.
Well, they're pretty decent. It just takes a while to get them because you got to play poker for a long time.
I swear I'll get the big bonus.
Understood.
Actually, I played poker in this game for so long that I got super good at it.
Fields of phonons have no color. Color of their element.
Anyways,
Depends upon the level of the element. Until the phonons reach a certain level.
you're gonna hear him mention Field of Phonons a lot.
Fonke.
Like this field of phonons. Fields of phonons in this state have no effect. You don't really need to pay attention to them.
Then why are you mentioning them, Jade?
Because it's fit. Because it's important.
Don't treat me like an idiot.
You are an idiot.
Next, I'll explain the fields of phonons with color.
Rainbow. Rainbow.
Some fields of phonons.
And this kind of irritates me because
Earth is yellow, water is blue, fire is
see,
red,
here's this
wind
like
is
that's a
green,
wind field of
and so
phonon,
on.
Mm-hmm.
and watch what
In order
happens
to
when you
change the
use it.
field of phonons' color, you must use elemental
And
attacks
then I'm
to
gonna,
match
and as soon as you see
certain
why it
level of
happens, then I'm gonna explain why it pisses me off.
Generate fields of phonons of the same element. The level of phonons will
Nah.
increase.
So I just have to do a lot of attacks with the same element, right?
A lot of it.
Speaking simply.
Yes, and that's why it pisses me off because you have very few wind elemental
What happens when the color
and
changes?
elemental arts. So getting a wind field of phonon is next to impossible this early on.
Well, you had unless you
Five.
Unless you
force
level
it,
grind.
Unless you force it in there.
They will change to more
Yeah.
powerful.
Well, that's what I'm saying. By this point, you don't have very many attacks that are wind elemental.
Yeah.
So getting a wind field of phonon is completely random.
Face that monster and
You can
Which makes-
control what phonons appear. You know.
Seriously?
Oh, I know. But I mean, the point is, like, okay, it teaches you how to use Lightning Tiger Blade. I hardly ever use this because you very rarely get wind field of phonons.
Nah.
It's like, yay, Lightning Tiger Blade, and you're never gonna see it for a very freaking long time.
You're never going to see it again.
No, I'll use it more often in this playthrough eventually. I just have to
take care of the remaining.
get more wind field of phonons.
You'll never see it again.
No, I mean, I'm only gonna mention this because it's relevant. You know, you remember how in Dawn you have like that elemental wheel on the bottom of the screen in the battle system?
You mean that stupid thing I never use?
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Except the thing is with at least with Dawn, the elemental wheel at least gave you a basic idea of like, okay, these are what the elements are.
Good luck.
Sometimes you
Good
like,
luck figuring it out.
I mean, sometimes it's hard to tell if the field of phonon is blue or green because they look almost identical sometimes.
Not to me.
Well, it depends on the battle screen. Like if it's in a foresty area like this, like the slight blue is just barely enough to not be green. It's like, okay, it can be frustrating.
I
Because
think
there's a bunch of times where I go into a blue field of phonon thinking it's green and wondering why Lightning Tiger Blade isn't going off.
I think in the 3DS version they make it more obvious which is blue
Yeah.
and which is green.
Like I said, I think it's just because the slight color variant is just slightly different.
Yeah,
so it's hard
I
to
think they
notice
use
sometimes.
I think they use a darker blue color for this one, for the 3DS
Good.
one.
So it's not just me. I think a lot of people got confused by that,
I'm not-
and that would explain why.
Don't
You...
quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I could be wrong too, but that's the big reason why I hardly ever use Lightning Tiger Blade, because I never get Windfield of phonons.
Hey, look! Hey, Doug! Where you going?
It's a good
Oh, God.
special attack, yeah. It's just it never happens.
I like how that one. I like how that one bird was following you like Iago from Aladdin.
I like how that frog just keeps running into that chest. That's kind of why I left the. That's kind of why I left that there for a second. I'm sitting there
Like,
staring at the frog, and like, what the hell is he doing?
He's trying to be the next Battletoad.
Oh crap!
What can we get? What name can we give him as a Battletoad?
Well,
Let's see. We have Zitz. We have Rash. We have Pimple.
anyway, I jump cut because I just kind of got stuck fighting that thing, and Luke and Guy learned Magic Guard. Magic Guard is basically Guardian, so be sure to use that because it helps you block magic attacks better.
That's it. We'll name him Mole the Battletoad.
Oh God,
Mole the blue Battletoad. He drop kicks everything.
it works.
What am I doing?
Also, with capacity cores, I do not know what each capacity core gives, so my best. I'm gonna try and show them off as much of them off as possible, but I don't know what skills give you what. All I know is that if you have a lot of agility, the one I know the most is if you have a lot of agility, you learn Dash, which basically just doubles your speed.
Water is dangerous. Just ask Sonic.
Well, they're also in a river, and the river's kind of flooding.
I mean, seriously, have you seen that guy? Have you seen that guy? He tries to drown in a kiddie pool.
Well, he doesn't know how to swim, so...
Which is weird because hedgehogs normally can swim.
I think that's the whole inside joke.
Actually, it's because
Sonic has to have one weakness.
it's because Yuji Naka believed hedgehogs couldn't swim before making Sonic.
That makes
So
sense too.
So he made it with that concept in mind, and then later on found out hedgehogs can swim, and he's like, "Oh crap."
Well, to be fair, Sonic does learn how to swim in Sonic Colors.
If you count jumping a lot, counting as swimming,
That's the closest thing to swimming as you can possibly get.
it's the closest thing you'll ever get. Any other, and the funny thing is, in the Olympic Games, he's always seen with like little arm floaties whenever he's doing swimming events. It's actually kind of
I
funny.
find an Iron Mail, which you can just get to either Luke or Guy. Since I already have two of them anyway, though, it's like, eh.
And I think future games will give him a life jacket. It's actually
Free
ki-
money.
It's actually kind of funny.
Hey, it's the zombie with the bees on their back.
Not the bees. I think I had free run at this point.
I think I have free run. I just don't use it very much.
Why not?
Well, I don't use it unless I absolutely need to. And in this point, I kind of don't need it right now.
I always use that. As soon as I unlock the thing, I'm like, I'm using it too. I'm exploiting the crap out of this.
When it's normal enemies, I tend to just rush them because it doesn't really. It's not that big a deal. When it comes to bosses, though, I'll use free run all the time. You get free run super early. I think you learn it at level 5.
Yeah. Nah, I abuse the crap out of free run because it's
You should abuse the crap out of free run. It makes this game twice as easy.
Oh, unbelievably. Anyway, that's it. Hey, look, a save point. I wonder if anything important's going me up.
Well, it's not a healing save point, so don't worry too much, but...
That's a lie. Yeah, real helpful.
And in the
Thanks.
middle of this battle, Tyr learned to invoke ground, which basically... if you're going to use Field of Phonons a lot, keep Tyr in your party, because she's going to learn... That's one of the things she learns, is she learns to be able to make different Field of Phonons.
That turtle.
Invoke ground makes Earth Field of Phonons.
Yeah. That turtle makes me mad. I'm not gonna.
Does the turtle kill you the first time you fought him?
No, there's a reason for it, but I'm not going to explain here because I've talked enough about that topic.
Ah. Well, see, the problem with this turtle is for me really, is the fact that it's kind of a difficulty spike.
The mini. At this point in the game, this may as well be a mini boss.
Yeah, that's why I said it's kind of a difficulty spike. Because that turtle, if you're not ready for it, it can kill you.
But
It can do like 500 damage to you.
and there goes Jake
Which is a lot.
the crap out of it.
And
we
that's
talk,
the only
look
time
at us.
in
We're
this
talking
entire
about how
dungeon where it
threatening the
shows up,
turtle is,
so...
and there goes Jake killing it in one shot.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Jade's a high enough level that he has Energy Blast does like 300 damage, so... yeah.
Fuck that turtle. Ninja Turtle, you're not.
At this point, I think I was just looking at my notes to make sure I didn't forget anything, so sorry about the long pause there.
I don't think there's much you can get here anyway.
No, but I just don't really want to have to resort to backtracking if I miss a treasure chest.
Natural disasters.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with that. You wanted to get back as fast as possible, right? If I know it. Oh, jeez, if I knew I'd get it soaking wet, I would have gone the other way instead. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to take the easiest way, except the easiest way is kind of broken right now, so we have no choice.
It's like, wah, wah. All I hear from this guy is wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, unfortunately, get used to that, because he's going to be like that for the first half of the game.
I want to smack him so hard upside his head.
You're not the only one that feels that way, honestly. A lot of people can't stand Luke for the first couple hours of this game, and they have every reason to not like him. He's kind of an asshole. I just ignore it because one asshole character shouldn't deter you from playing this game, because it's a really good game. Just ignore the fact that Luke's a douchebag.
This game brought me back based on the fact that they treat him like that they treat the guy like a sack of garbage because of it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's pretty much
he deserves that.
And that's pretty much comeuppance for why I gave it a second chance.
Yeah. Also, the fact that I explained to you that, you know, if you persevere through the first 2-3 hours of the game, and it's not even like a drastic change. Even like you'll notice that Luke gets better as the game goes on. It's not like suddenly, I'm not a douche anymore.
Just so the commentary is clear. It's not because of him that bugged me. It's just that kind of thing just bugs me in general. It's why I couldn't finish World Ends with You, because I got sick of Nick's crap.
A liger.
Yeah, I can understand. Like, you can only listen to an asshole character for so long before it annoys you too much. It's perfectly understandable.
By the way, I hate
there's another
this
liger. Yeah.
Sorry, out of the wild. They found us.
Hi, Arietta. You're here now.
I hate this liger. He shows up everywhere, and you don't even get to fight him.
He's Arietta's pet.
No, seriously, this liger shows up everywhere. You don't even get a chance to fight it. And it's like it's trolling you the entire game.
I know.
It's like, oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm back up again. Oh, I'm dead again. No, I'm down. Oh, I'm still okay.
But those people are my enemies.
You're an idiot.
Arietta, they aren't
Why
bad
are we
people.
your enemies, Arietta? We met you once. Like, this is the first time we physically met you.
Yes, they are.
I'm giving orders by bad people. I don't even care anymore.
Wait, oh.
What are you talking about? When did we ever
Wait
do
a second.
something like that?
No, wait a second.
No, this is gonna explain
No.
why our...
Home was burned.
No, this is
Moved into
this is
the
explaining why Arietta hates us.
No, don't care.
She was just trying to protect her children.
It's
Her brothers
kind of
and
the
sisters.
reason why she's one of the freaking villains.
Not really, don't care.
Kind of important.
It's not that important.
But she's human.
It's important enough to understand why she wants us dead.
AKA she's Tiny Tarzan.
Parents in the Hard War.
Yeah, the first boss we fought was
She was recruited for the Oracle Knights because of her
was
ability to
apparently
communicate
Arietta's
with
mom,
monsters.
and we killed it, and now she hates us and wants us dead.
Whoop-de-doo.
And this is why she's gonna run into us and try to kill us for the rest of the game.
That was Mommy.
Can I just bury you somewhere, please?
Kill you.
Please? Can I just bury you somewhere? That'd be great.
God damn it.
I'm sick of you. I've been sick of you.
And it looks like we're gonna have a boss battle, and then this happens.
Kind of like, oh, you're gonna have a boss fight? Nope, ha ha ha, tricked you.
It's an earthquake.
Gotta say, it's a little anticlimactic.
Snorlax, did you fall? Snorlax, did you fall down again?
Oh no, the miasma is deadly poison.
Just
Apparently there was miasma, and we're all gonna die.
Oh no, it's Crystal Chronicles all over again. That was great. Yeah, you better stay dead.
Where's our giant chalice? Luke, carry it.
I don't wanna.
Well, then we're all gonna die.
It's like during the kid boo. It's like, toss the spirit bomb. I can't. The whole universe is gonna die.
God damn it, Vegeta.
Phonic hymns at a time like this?
Wait, Jade. That song.
Here comes Tyr to save the day with phonic hymns.
I can't sing worth crap. Bubble shield.
No, just force field.
Nope, bubble shield. Totally a bubble shield.
The miasma disappeared.
Eh.
I've applied a vibration identical to the inherent vibration of the miasma.
Blah 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 science.
It's a temporary
blah, blah science.
Phonic hymns at a time like this.
Magic science. I thought it was magic. It's the same thing.
Magic is science. Don't you know?
Worry about that later. We need to get out of here.
Yes.
And yes, we're going to be hearing about phonic hymns a lot too. That's another plot point.
Yes, do it, Jade. Do it, Jade.
Why do you
Get out of the hair. Get away.
If we let her live, she'll come after us again.
And again, and again. It's like a freaking Team Rocket thing. Have you not seen Pokemon?
We'll just keep fighting her then.
I don't
We are
care.
soft.
Shut up, you cold.
Seriously, no, you.
Jade,
It's like, no, you.
Seriously?
let us go.
I mean, to Luke's credit, there's nothing inherently wrong about not wanting to kill people.
Oh, I'm aware of that. I'm just being funny.
I know. I'm not trying to be mad at. I'm not mad at you or anything. I'm just saying I can see why Luke would not want people to kill people because I mean.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fully aware of the morals. I'm just being stupid. I'm just being stupid and
It
funny.
won't hold much longer.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go.
You know, Tyr, and Tyr learned Force Field, which I will never use because it sucks.
You have no reason to use it.
It sucks. It lasts a whole 3 seconds and then it wears off, so it's not worth it.
By the way, I should mention, by the way, we're kind of leaving that little girl to die in the miasma.
Well,
So in a way, we're still technically killing her.
well, they explained that when Tyr used Force Field, it's blocking the miasma, so
Not for long though.
she'll be fine.
Uh huh. And we will never see that yellow liger again.
Shifty. Actually, he's right. We won't.
Actually, that's a lie.
No. Yeah, you're right. We will. We'll see it in like the next dungeon. Spoilers, but
And we'll never see it again. They'll see me
next dungeon.
And I'm a ghost. Or am I?
Quiet, Nappa. And that's the first.
Quote, done.
Well, I would say this is the first dungeon, but then that was Cheekle Woods. So. But that's Fubris River. There's really not much to say about it.
And
It's a
there,
very small, easy dungeon.
and there's quote dungeon 2
Yes.
to Kaitsur to originally what we were supposed to be doing.
Well, that's what that's the point, but we had to go across Fubris River to get there.
I'm trying to remember what was next after this.
After Kite Sewer is Coral Castle.
Oh, that's right. Well, you're probably wondering, what the hell is a Coral Castle? Well, I'll figure that out later.
Yeah. Coral Castle is the first real dungeon. Oh, well, I wouldn't say real. Coral Castle is the first difficult dungeon in the game. We'll get to that in part I think it's part 11 we get to it. I don't think we started in part 10.
But in part 10, we're gonna be doing something completely different.
We're gonna go to Kite Sewer. So, see you guys then.
Beach party! Woo!